guys, it's Fee, and I got a box in the mail today. Yarnbox. I get this delivered at work, and one of the mailroom people dropped it off at my desk, and I didn't even see what he had in his hand, and he said, "Your day's about to get a lot better," and I just kind of looked at him, and then he handed me the box. I forgot what they always print on it. I think that's hysterical. Okay, let's dig into this. There should be yarn and a couple of patterns, probably one for crochet and one for knit. That's what they normally do. And at the end of this, I have some show and tell for you guys too, so stick around for that. All right. Okay, apparently I don't know how to cut tape today. Either that or my scissors are broken. Okay. All right, on top we have the cards. All right. And we also have a stitch. So this is a knit stitch. I don't knit, I crochet, so I can't use this one, but maybe I will keep it and give it to a knitter that I know. But there's the knit stitch that they gave us. And on the other side is their description of the yarn. So let's see. Yarnbox is for lovers of yarn, that is, you think? And we know that this box will brighten your day and make you smile. This month we paired up with not one but two amazing companies, and the best part is that you're getting yarn from both of them in every box. That's something new. Normally when they have more than one thing going on, you only get one or the other. So if you're getting both, that's new. I like that. Each box this month features a specially dyed set of skeins from Sincere Sheep and Knitted Wit. Those are the names of the companies. Both dyers work their magic on a delightful DK weight 85% polyworth wool and 15% silk blend. This is going to feel really soft, guys. I can't wait. Wool and silk. Ah. Sincere Sheep calls this base luminous DK for its beautiful sheen and dyed her skeins soft and lovely colors achieved in natural dyes. Each of her colorways are paired with a hank of polyworth shimmer, Knitted Wit's name for the shiny yarn, dyed in rich complementary tones. Okay, so that's cool. So they were getting something from two different companies, and whatever way they did this, the two were supposed to complement each other so you could use them for the same project. There's some other information on here. Looks like they're going to be 330 yards per skein, blah, 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 blah. So you guys get the picture there. All right, let's look at the cards here for the patterns. All right, so first we have a pinstripe shawl, and this is a knit pattern. That's kind of pretty though. I like that. All right, and then on the other side we have the crochet pattern, and this is an interval cowl. Looks kind of simple, but pretty. So I will keep those. The patterns are downloadable through my account. They don't actually give you printed ones. You got to go in front of yourself. All right, so in the box, they're all wrapped up. Oh, I see purple. I don't know if I ever told you guys, but you guys obviously know that like lime green, crazy glow-in-the-dark green is my favorite, and any other shade of green is obviously good too, but my second favorite color is purple. So, okay, one from each, and there are two different shades of purple. So check it out. I can literally do this pattern and make it look exactly like that with this yarn. That's one of the things that they changed this year, that the patterns that they gave out were actually going to be using the yarn from the box. Now in the past, the concept was whatever pattern they gave you, you'd be able to complete with the yarn, but the pattern pictured wasn't necessarily always the yarn. Now it is. Look at that. That's totally cool. Totally cool. I'm going to have to use these together because I now have a picture that shows them together. Okay, so here's the Knitted Wit, and it is 330 yards. And here's the Sincere Sheep. I love these company names too. They're always interesting names. And it is also 330 yards. They're both about the same weight, so that'll work well. And they're definitely soft. Definitely something you'd want to put in a scarf and wrap up and get cozy with. I think I do this all the time with the yarn they send me. Everything they've sent has been soft. So that's a good thing. That is a good thing. All right, so there you go. 2 awesome shades of purple that I'm definitely going to use together. I don't know if I'll use their pattern. I'll definitely download it and look at it, but I'm definitely using those 2 yarns together. All right, so that's it for Yarnbox show and tell time. Last month, I started a scarf, or an infinity scarf, using a yarn that I did get from a Yarnbox. It was in last month's vlog on Yarnbox, and I haven't gotten much farther on that one. I got a little bit farther, but not much. The problem with that particular pattern that I picked is it's a pattern that makes me think. I can't just sit in front of a TV and crochet and do this particular pattern and just zone out into the TV. And yeah, it's hard to explain, but it's what I would call a thinking project. And it'll probably take me a little longer than some of the other stuff that I do. So I'm sure it'll be worth it in the end, but I got preoccupied with other things this month. I have this habit of starting one project and putting it to the side and starting another one, and I think that's every crocheter's and knit person's problem. But I did have a crochet weekend with a friend, and I just wanted to get some simple, quick stuff done, so I made more dishcloths. I don't know what my issue is with dishcloths lately. I found like a slew of patterns out there that I liked, and I printed them off and put them into a book. And I just wanted to start making some of them. So here's the first one. Sorry, it's been folded. So here is the first one. And this yarn is Cotton Yarn by Peaches and Cream. Just a simple design, but I like all the little flecks of color in it. All right. And the other one I did is also a Cotton Yarn by Peaches and Cream. And it is a pattern that I did before. You may or may not recognize it. I did a different dishcloth with different colors with this starburst pattern. It's like one of my favorite ones to do as a dishcloth because I think it's an awesome texture for a dishcloth, and I just enjoy crocheting that stitch. I almost said knitting. Maybe that means I need to learn how to knit. But I really enjoy crocheting this stitch. I can't really explain why. I just really like it. So I made another one of these. And now we're going to get off the beaten path. You guys know what sock buns are? Did you know you can make them yourself? Yeah, I crocheted my own sock bun. So this one's about normal size, but I wanted a huge one that I can get, like, I don't know, the genie bun going on this summer, so I made one twice the size. You can crochet your own sock buns. Just use cotton yarn, make them washable, and they will last forever. I have, like, the regular mesh ones that you can buy from beauty stores and Sally's and all of that stuff that they normally make sock buns out of, aside from actual socks. And the mesh ones fall apart on me after a while. So I saw this pattern and I was like, I got to try this. All right, so there's more than one way you can make these. The way that I see more commonly is you crochet a very long piece of yarn. And you're crocheting a rectangle, okay? And then you roll that rectangle up into a tube. You whip stitch the end so it doesn't fall apart. And then you take your tube and turn it into, if that makes sense, into a sock bun, essentially, and you whip stitch it again on this side. That just seems like entirely too much work and entirely too many seams for my opinion, for my preference. So the way I made these is I crocheted in the round. And I literally made something that looks like a tube. It looks like a sock without the ends, which is the way sock buns were originally made. You take a sock and you cut the toe off of it. So picture that. That's what I crocheted. And then I rolled it up like you would a normal sock bun. And this is what I got. I whip stitched it on the inside. You can't really see it anymore because it's all the same color. And then I turned it inside out so that the stitching was on the inside. No, I am not a genius. I did not think of that on my own. There's a YouTube video out there that somebody sent me at some point in time. It was on a favorites list of mine. I will find it and link it below because it's probably easier to see it than to listen to my crazy description. But pretty awesome. I made my own sock buns. All right, so the other things that I did this month is I finished 2 baby blankets. One, the blanket was already finished, and I was just being lazy and didn't get around to doing the border until the last minute. Finished the border, sent it off, because it was for a friend. And then I started and finished in the same weekend another baby blanket and sent that one off. That's not something I normally do. The baby blanket pattern that has kind of become my standard, my signature, is it's a hexagon shaped baby blanket. And it works up really quick because I do it with Bernat baby blanket yarn, which is this big, thick, almost terry cloth looking yarn. Moms seem to really like it because it's very breathable, it's very soft, it washes well, all that kind of stuff. But because it's so big, it doesn't take very long to make a good sized baby blanket. I don't normally make them all in one sitting like I did that though. It took, I think it was 7.5 hours straight, and I finished it from start to end, border and everything. And my hands and my wrists were killing me, so that's why I don't normally do that. I'm not quite sure what possessed me to do that. I think I wanted to know exactly how long it took me to make one of these blankets, because normally I just do them in little pieces over the weeks. So yeah, in this case, curiosity killed the cat, because my hands and my wrists, oh my God. I don't have carpal tunnel, but for whatever reason, the way I crochet, I turn my hook a lot. So this motion is a killer on the wrist if you're doing it for 8 hours. So I'm going to attach a slideshow onto the end of this of all the baby blankets that I have made over the last couple years. Most of these were made for TTCers in the community on YouTube, and when it finally worked, I made some people blankets and sent them off. I would like to believe that I can remember where each one of these was sent off to, but I'm probably not going to be able to do that. If I can, I will put notes in the slideshow, but I wouldn't count on that. They are all the same pattern, just different colors. I just really enjoy making that pattern, and people tell me that it's a good shape, it's a good size. Good for tummy time, good for car seat covers, just because of the shape. And I enjoy making them. I enjoy sending them off. I enjoy spreading the love. So this is the first time I will be able to share all of these blankets, because in the past, whenever I've done a yarn video, I've always been in the middle of one and didn't want to show it to you guys because I was afraid that possibly the person who I was eventually sending it to would be on here watching this. Didn't want to spoil the surprise. I am currently in a not baby blanket making point right now, which probably won't last for long. So I'm going to do this now. Enjoy the slideshow, and thank you for watching. I will see you next month with more yarn. Bye.